Falc's birch.
I should...
Oops. Sorry, Falc.
Where did you find that?
In Ignor's market
It's not
quarter.
easy.
That's more than a little odd. I recognize the markings on the handle.
Pariah?
They belong to the widow Parla,
Parla.
but she's been sequestered
The
in mourning
pariah.
for the past month. I imagine you still wish to visit her perch, though.
You imagine correctly.
All about those
Condor
widows.
can fly you there.
Parla's
Can you-
perch. Yeah, they didn't go all out on the design of these little houses. They have one architect, and he's making a killing in this village. Let's see what we got here. She's got some meat.
Where are you, my darling? I wait for you.
She's got her mourning little cloak. Is that a chef's hat or are those feathers?
There you are. What have you brought
Is it just
for
a
me
bird
today?
stealing stuff?
Oh, thank
That's
you.
so anticlimactic. I was hoping I'd get to burn
I know
something.
you love me, but you must stop bringing me these trinkets.
Boo.
Where do you get them from? It is not safe, my darling, especially not now.
I'm gonna start a war, you stupid
I
bird.
would never tell anyone it was you. It will always be our secret. We are good at keeping secrets, are we not? No one will ever know who you really
All
are.
those people that we killed and buried, no one will ever know. He just walks out. Well, now that answered all our questions. Do I get a... Oh, there goes the bird. Can we follow the bird?
Follow that magpie.
Yes! But take me with you when you do it? Okay. Dark's like, that's not exactly what I... Magpie comes back with that guy's head. Damn. Alright, well, okay. Well, what of it?
The magpie flew to an outcropping in the mountains. The smell of the area prevented me from investigating further.
Smell of the
I can
area?
take you there, if you like.
What? Yeah, do it. Outcropping.
Can you take me to the
He just said he would. Nice.
According to Condor, the stench from within the cave is too strong for him. Funny, I can't smell anything.
Be a bird thing. Okay. Dark 2. Maybe Dark 3. Lantern. Let's grab this baby.
The wick is damp and the flint is missing.
Wick is damp and the flint is missing. What do we got? Do we just like pop in a candle?
I can't use... Using a candle to light the lantern?
If the candle were... Well, friggin'... How do I target this with my spell? I gotta target the lamp first. I'm a friggin' fire mage. There you go.
I have dried the lantern's wick.
Okay, well that's why we got the...
Using a candle to light...
What? How do you... Can't light things in my inventory. Do I have to find an external fire source to light this candle? Because that's a little ridiculous. I feel like I might as well just fail my initiation right now if I need to go find a fire to light this candle. Oh god, where have we seen fire? I feel like there was some in the reading hall? No. I got a fire in my room, don't I? I do. I don't know who's tending to this fire. Maybe it's like a magical fire. Am I really lighting this candle in my fireplace?
My candle is
I'm a
now
fire
burning.
mage. You don't need to travel across the land to light your candle. You just do a little you know? That's embarrassing, Dark. Come on. I have no hope for you. And man, Condor's gotta hate us. We are giving him the worst time. Alright, whatever. We got a lit candle. Just go, that's how you light a candle. On demand when you're a fire mage. I'm not a water mage. I'm not an earth mage. I'm not an air mage. I am a fire mage. I'm going dark 4. Oh, it's ridiculous. Alright. Done. Casty McSpell shakes his head in disgust. Whoa. Alright now. What we got here?
The missing envoys, I
yeah.
presume. The burns suggest they were killed by flame projectiles.
Who's going on?
Like the one that struck Falc.
I bet whoever burned these dudes
Lord
to death
Mikhail's
could light a
guards
friggin'
may have been
candle on
ordered
demand.
to assassinate them. But for what purpose?
Hopefully we don't run into them.
Furthermore, why leave them here?
Yeah.
And how did the perpetrator move them up here without being noticed? There is another more disturbing possibility, which I had better keep to myself for now.
Magic? Was it a fellow mage? A fellow fire mage, perhaps? That guy that we said should Feyrata or whatever his name was?
The envoys, I presume. What are the odds of them staggering one by one into the same inaccessible cave before perishing?
I don't know. It's a fair question.
You dare disturb us,
Air wraith.
child of flame.
Earth wraith.
Souls of those slain in the coldest of
A
blood.
fire wraith? A water wraith.
Now left cold.
I guess we already dealt with the fire wraith back in
I
the
meant
wastelands.
no disrespect, spirits. If you could help me to understand what has transpired,
Could be a dragon.
Done is done. Embrace us.
You just want to cuddle?
As we have embraced an honorless death.
I can help you. I can find out who.
Oh no. Oh, am I battling all these guys?
We are of the dark.
My name's friggin' Dark.
As soon you
I love the dark. We can chill, we can have a pie. Alright. Oh no, don't surround me like that. Thank God we have 100 potions. What's the spell we got right now? Firebomb? Oh, hit one of them. Oh, this battle's gonna suck, isn't it? We're gonna be going to this well. I can't even move. Oh, okay, I can't move. Combust. Which one's combust? Is that doing anything? Sorta? I think we should definitely prioritize one dude right now. Oh, he's got me in thorns or something. There you go. Can we stack a few of these? Is that a waste of magic? Got one. All right, the fight became a little more fair just now. Not really sure we need Gary on hand. I don't know how to prioritize these guys. Oh yeah. I think the key is just come in with a buttload of healing potions in general. Alright. Today, fire beats water wraith. Are you trying to heal? Oh, that's cool, you guys can heal. Hope you got a lot of mana potions yourself, actually, because I'm not stopping. I think we're getting ahead here. It's so close. We could be a little more accurate. There we go. Alright, mana potion. What I discovered while I was grinding is that you don't actually have to click on your targets. It makes no difference. Especially if there's just one target on the screen, one enemy. You can right click anywhere on the screen and it will attempt to target them, so there's no advantage to clicking on them themselves. But anyway, done. Yeah, I feel like we have more than enough of those potions to last the rest of the... Wait, where did my potions go? Oh, okay, at the top. To last the rest of the game. I may have gotten carried away with my 96 healing potions. Let's see what these guys got on them.
This envoy wears a single gauntlet.
Oh, he's missing the gauntlet.
Matching the one I saw in Hawkain's perch.
Okay. Interesting. This one's going to, what was the other one? A pipe? This one's got his tobacco ready in his hand. Uh-oh, a conductor.
What is this? A conductor?
I knew it.
It's like mine.
There goes the
only
dragon
it
theory.
It has a stylized symbol on it. 2 half circles slid apart
like
along
did I
a
do this?
dividing line.
All right, we're dealing with another mage, it looks like, possibly. Definitely. I mean, I kind of figured that out like an hour ago, but still. And this last guy, he's got some fresh herb. Oh, he's missing the buttons.
The dead envoy's clothing is ripped to shreds. 2 missing brass buttons have been torn from his doublet.
Okay. Well,
I have found
yeah, I
out
was gonna
all
say,
I can.
we gotta go see the king.
I need to see Hawkain.
Or whatever his status is, the chief.
You have shown perseverance in your search for the truth, most surprising for a human. You have also brought proof that
They have
these
the
thefts
same
were but the
contempt
acts
for
of
us
a mere
humans
magpie
that the winged
and its
ones have.
misguided caretaker. Guard, bring her in.
Can I give her a nice little to the face? The widow? I guess she's been through enough, but still.
You summoned me, noble Hawkain.
Your magpie is responsible for the recent plight surrounding our missing property. Failure to disclose this almost edged us into war.
I hate to say it, but I agree.
My darling is innocent. I know him better than you know your own son.
Claw carefully, Parla. While every soul
Claw
of flight may
carefully.
expect our care, your pet is just that, and no more than a scavenger.
You will not speak about my husband that way.
What, you married that bird?
Your husband?
Banging that thing?
Parla, your husband is dead.
Oh.
Like my wife.
Maybe we should
While
date.
we both feel their loss still, there is no returning from the higher world.
But he has come back to me. I knew it the day he died, when I first saw my beloved in his new
It's not
form.
an episode of Friends, lady.
We have heard enough. Guard, return her to her perch, and keep watch lest her pet return to cause more mischief.
Do not hurt my darling. He must not be kept from me.
Anyway, that was awkward. I'm still here.
It appears you were right, and that my son's trust was well placed. Falc grows quickly,
Yeah,
something I have overlooked in seasons past.
he's a good kid.
He has coped with the dishonor dealt him better than I could have expected.
He will succeed you admirably when his day comes. No small impairment can change that.
I will tell him you
prosthetic
said so. Perhaps
limbs or
I have
something.
been too hasty to judge the humans we have protected so long. The discovery of the envoys changes everything. Their disappearance was clearly not my people's doing, though some in Ignor may believe otherwise. Yet I do not comprehend why humans would kill their own in such a manner.
I don't believe the assault on Falc was motivated by mislaid revenge, yet I am sure it is related somehow to the envoy's demise.
Maybe
a lot
whoever
of
hit
trouble
him
has been
thought
taken
maybe
to
he
break
saw
your
something he wasn't
long-held
supposed
alliance.
to.
It almost succeeded.
The nature of their deaths also disturbs me, for reasons, with your forgiveness, I do not wish to discuss. I promise you, Chief Hawkain, to find out all I can as soon as my remaining tasks are completed. Once initiated, I will have greater authority to investigate on your behalf.
Getting close.
I would be grateful for that. Is there
Funny you
anything
mention
I can
that.
do to expedite
I need a griffin egg.
proceedings?
Yes, my master sent me to collect a single griffin's egg.
Remember that?
Can
We've been
you
working
help
for
me?
this griffin's egg.
I can tell you where to find the griffins. They nest in the mountains west of here, and are difficult creatures to approach, let alone take something from. Avoid detection when approaching the nests. Conceal yourself whenever possible. If you should be seen, you can expect an aggressive response.
Yeah,
Act as some of our lesser kindred.
duck.
Duck. Also, know that harming them or their unhatched young would do great dishonor to my people.
Only do what I have to.
If you are ready, my guard will take you to the griffins' nests. Farewell.
Goodbye, Chief Hawkain, and thank you.
We gotta be a little stealthy for this one to get this egg.
One last thing, human.
Yeah?
These eyes see more than your kind could ever hope to behold. And
Eyes?
see more still when they look upon yours.
Liberal,
Hunger is a trait common upon many, for what one wants and cannot have. Be wary of such desires. As we say, to prey upon more than a talon's share is to lose sight of one's horizon.
Thank you, Chief Hawkain.
convoluted way to say don't be greedy, but I can appreciate it. Looks like he's wearing a diaper. Okay. No shame in that. Depends for Chief Hawkain. Alright, you got me, you got this? Take me over to the griffin nesting grounds?
Can you take me to the griffin nesting grounds?
Your funeral. Has he said a single thing since we've known Mr. Condor? Ooh, that's a noble looking griffin. Also looks like one that you don't want to.
Meet me on the western plateau
Okay.
once you have the egg.
It's the most noble voice of, Anyway, he actually sounds like one of the winged ones. I wonder if that was by design. Oh, look, we have a little, let's go Dark 5. We have a little interface here. How about this? Attack. Flame bolt. Well, last resort, right? Is that how you fly? Alright. Hell yeah. Alright, well, that's not really closer to the... I don't see the duck option. Was that... Okay. Expression on his face just kills me. Dark 8. Search nest. Be quite quick about it, Dark. Take the one that's not cracked. Enough time to celebrate. Huh? Oh no, we pissed her off. We definitely pissed her off. Oh, so much for going that way. Okay. I guess we are going to the right now. Oh, duck! Duck, duck, duck! I don't like that I can't see it. Preemptive duck. Alright, there we go. Duck. Hell yeah. Alright, that was interesting. I guess we did alright. There's another nest over there. Hooray! That was intense. Mama be pissed. Alright, thank you for everything, Condor. I appreciate it. Should I tip him or something?
I don't think Condor would be interested in
I don't know,
that.
next time he's in town, you can get a drink. Get one of those strong drinks. I'm going back to the Mage's Tower. I got my griffin egg. That's the important part.
I could try to discover where this stylized conductor came from. The training hall would be a good start. Or I could just get on with my trials.
That sounds like a hint to me. All right, let's go talk to Bort. Oh, the training area. Let's go talk to Vernie? Werner? What's this guy's name? Oh, Pyres.
Were you looking
Wow.
for Varna, Initiate? So was I. It's strange. He doesn't appear to be anywhere in the tower.
You don't think Varner had something to do with this, do you? I like that guy.
You wish to speak with me, Initiate?
If you have time.
It is whether you have time. However, if you decide to spend your precious moments conversing with an old, soon-to-be retired master,
Tired.
I will not stop you. May your
We should show him the conduit thing. Conductor, excuse me.
That symbol, it looks vaguely familiar, but I can't quite place it. Where did you say
This
you
guy
found
seems
this?
kind of evil, but maybe that's too obvious. Just the way he talks.
Someone attacked the Flightarian heir? In this current climate,
maybe not.
that is tantamount to treason. Whoever is responsible,
Investigate,
mage or
nice.
no, will be severely punished. Young Dark, you have my full authority to investigate this and discover all you can. We must see this wretched criminal incinerated. I mean, brought to justice.
Got a fiery temper there, Pyres. I kind of like it.
I should not have spoken so. Forgive me. Though the flame may dwindle, it flares all the same.
That's cool.
As you will know yourself someday.
You'll have uncontrollable anger as well. Your partner will come to discover that as well.
What?
Good luck
Lord
finding someone
Megile's
who can
own envoys?
stick around.
You had better not be fabricating this for your own amusement. At my age, I do not take kindly to immature pranks.
I assure you, Master Pyres, that I speak only the truth.
If what you say is accurate, then one of our own. No, we must not jump to conclusions. Was there anything else?
We have
Someone...
more to about a perpetrator.
I'm afraid from what you have told me that the culprit is undeniably a mage.
I mean, I could have told you
For
that.
none else could have used a conductor. Also, the deceased's injuries, as you've described them, and the telling choice of tactic used to cripple the Flightarian prince implicates a fire mage.
Course of action. He
Whoever
just
is
said
behind
incinerate
this,
him.
Whatever the motives, I feel certain that this is not the end of it. I am sure you have reached the same conclusion. Enlist whatever help you must,
Pyrex.
but be selective.
Withstand heat.
We do not yet know if
1,000
this traitor
degrees.
to the peace had an ally or accomplice. Use caution. Why don't you show the symbol on the conductor to that young earth mage?
Bort?
He is certain to know something, or at least could point you in the right direction.
Yeah, I'll go talk to Bort.
Thank you, Master Pyres. I will not fail you.
I have no doubt of that, but do not thank me. I fear this task, on the day of your initiation no less, will teach you more than you would wish to learn. Just remember what I have said.
Let's go see Bort in the reading hall. Huh?
Do not allow prejudice to blind you, or our killer may yet slip through your fingers.
So don't limit my search to fire mages? Or... Oh. Varner, I guess. I guess he's implying.
Made it through the second round? I'll have to change my bets.
What?
Bort.
I'm joking, Dark.
Aw.
Of course you are.
All right, Bort. I understand you might have some information for me.
I have mine somewhere. Haven't used it since I lost a bet and had to duel Duggan in the Botanic Hall. Those bruises taught me a valuable lesson. Books beat brass.
It's like loser talk.
Bort, do you know anything about this?
Time he says it.
Now that symbol rings a chime.
Rings a chime. Like the famous expression.
I've got it. You should be able to find the book you're looking for. Go ahead.
title of the book, Why Varner is Guilty. Why he killed those mages or miscreants. Severed Circle. Ringleader managed to evade detection. Day of his disappearance. Damanatra.
Not all of them moved on, it seems. It's a shame the members of this group are not listed. Who was this ringleader?
Anna Kendrick?
To be honest, I do not know much more than you do.
Really?
There's a
Yeah, I was
twist.
gonna say.
I haven't read everything, you know. Not yet, anyway. Tell you what, why don't you ask Jonas? He would certainly have been around back then.
Why don't
He
you ask
might
Jonas? He's one of the
remember something.
4 characters in this
Was
building
that supposed to be a joke?
of note.
Stranger things have happened. Sorry I can't help you further.
Let's just say it's...
Yeah, don't worry
Alright,
about it. We
that's
don't need to get
just
into it.
Secretive and enigmatic.
Thank you, Bort.
Don't mention it.
Alright, let's go check in with Jonas. We haven't checked in with the water people in a while. Observation hall. Swing.
Jonas is too... Place my open mouth on the glass?
That's not what I was trying to talk to Jonas. The bottle of wine down there.
Jonas, can you tell me about the severed...
Severed square, severed sphere, severed...
Artery?
circle? Jonas, I need you to look at something and think back. Bort said you might be able to...
Not right now. I am observing a rare mating ritual between a pair of scaled sparrows.
Watch a couple
They
birds
spend less
banging,
than 2%
Jonas.
of their time out of the water. Shireen told me about them. Fascinating woman, isn't she?
Got a thing for Shireen.
What was I saying? Oh yes, the sparrows.
Now
Must
if
watch.
Sparron
No distractions,
was mating.
please.
As you
It's a different
wish,
order of business.
Jonas. Shouldn't be too difficult.
What's that?
Nothing.
Kindly get out of the way.
His focus is on the telescope. Maybe I can attract his attention that way.
Pop the conductor
I can't...
on the telescope.
Great mists of Marleyeen!
recognize something?
Huh?
That symbol. Have I seen it somewhere before?
Many years ago. You were here when a group of young mages tried to break away from...
I've got it! It was many years ago. A group of young mages tried to break away from our order. Not a bad memory,
Second to none, Jonas. Is there anything else you can recall about them? Perhaps the ringleader? He was never found by the...
I seem to recall that the ringleader was never found.
I think I already made the
What was
connection that
his
he
name?
kind of reminds me of the
Bearded
wizard
chap?
from Heroine's
But then the
Quest.
fire types do like their beards, don't they?
I don't know yet.
I don't have a beard.
Something along the lines of Brashem, that's it.
Brashem?
Brashem? What else can you tell me about him?
Who?
Please, Jonas. Concentrate. Brashem.
Shireen.
What? No, we were talking about...
Ask Shireen.
She knew him.
Okay.
Really?
So we were going to talk
Quite
to the
well,
water
I think.
lady.
You would have to ask her, though.
I will do that.
Let's go check in with Shireen at the fountain hall.
I am glad you have returned safely from the mountains. Jonas assured me you would be all right among the Flytarians, but I was worried all the same.
I am fine, Shireen. Honest.
Jonas has got the hots for you, Shireen. That going to be a topic of conversation here? Nope. You know about this Brashem?
How do you know about... no, I cannot help you.
No? You sure?
Why would I... That was long ago, and I was a very young initiate at the time.
I bet.
But you remember something about it.
I have no specific memory, I'm afraid. Of course, we all do foolish things in our formative years.
All right.
Though
Let's
most don't push the boundaries to that
Let's talk about
extent.
that.
To what extent? I thought you said you didn't remember anything.
Only vague recollections. If you don't mind, I would rather discuss other things.
I'm able to show you what I found.
You found this? Where?
Death Cave.
On the dead body of Lord Magail's envoy. You knew someone called Brashem who led a group represented by this symbol. Do you think he had anything to do with this?
No, I do not believe it. Brashem would never.
Shireen, I have to know. I am investigating on behalf of our masters. One of us did this. A fire mage, most likely.
How many of us
if
are
you
there?
can tell me anything.
All right. But you must promise not to judge him prematurely, okay? I have ways to tell if you are lying.
I know that well enough. And yes, I promise.
Very well. Where shall I begin?
The beginning. As that's the only option.
He
In
and
the middle,
I-
Shireen.
No, it starts long before that.
Long before we were.
Brashem had a troubled past. Even at the age of 6,
Just like me.
setting foot in Igenor's tower for the first time, there was anger in his eyes.
And he should have been a fire
Yet,
mage.
From the moment we met, I felt a connection. I saw him as the younger sibling I never had. As years passed, we grew closer.
Oh.
Our relationship changed.
Oh.
I could sense the burn of his anguish waning. By the time we were both initiated, well, let us say the wisdom of our forebears blinded them to the success of such pairings.
All right.
It was around this time that Brashem had involved himself with a group of like-minded men. Boys, really, who believed the old ways were the better ways. You know our history, from a time when mages ruled with harsh words and harsher magic, before giving that awful task over to our giftless brethren.
The Nogs.
Dark!
I'm sorry.
The
Non-mages.
eggnogs. This makes me
That's
think of eggnog.
better.
The Nogs.
It was not long before this company,
Dark.
young minds veiled by pride and recklessness, began planning a breakaway from the Order of Dominatra. They petitioned the initiates, even the younger ones, to join their cause, allowing their message to spread to nearby towns. They barely spared a thought for what might follow.
Repercussions?
Yet, even here, so far from the capital, their activities were noticed. The authorities arrived without announcement or fanfare, and like a silent whirlwind, rounded up the guilty parties.
Reaction?
When Brashem found me, his face full of fear, I saw the once sunken anger resurfacing in those beautiful eyes. I had to help him, lest he cause harm to himself or others. I used my powers of deception and influence, the most potent of water gifts, to shield him from any who might seek him out. As per the limitations of my magic, he would be forced to stay within the boundaries of Igenor. Nor could he draw near our tower, for those who watch on our High Master's behalf would surely detect him.
Another illusionary kind of trap around his house or something?
Were you not suspected of aiding him?
Few knew Brashem and I were. Let's just say we were discreet. Of course, I was questioned along with most others, even required to gaze into a sphere of truth, normally reserved for those dreadful interrogations. I passed their flawed tests. How could I confess to having helped a criminal when I had never known anyone I'd termed such?
Very clever.
A fluid mind cannot be broken.
Where is he?
Where is Brashem now?
Probably the forest,
only
right?
place he could find solitude,
The only place we haven't
and
really
relative safety.
explored more.
Bloodbark Forest.
Can you be more specific?
Top right corner.
I cannot. My magic conceals him.
Up left.
But it works
up
both
right.
ways. So long as he stays within my field of influence, he is hidden from my sight, as from all others.
How can I find him?
You will need the most precious of gifts.
Great.
Your senses.
Great.
If you do find him, remember your promise to me, and tell him that I...
kept
What?
that sexy outfit.
Nothing.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. I wish you luck, and may you discover who is truly behind these horrible events. Brashem is innocent.
All right.
I know him better than we do our elements, and may mine forgive
Sounds
me
like
for
someone
saying
might be
so.
framing this Brashem.
Brashem had one.
Just the one?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
Didn't have like a burner conductor. All right. Well. Huh. Let's, I don't know. Let's go to the forest. See if we can't find something. To the forest. Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right. Let's go up. Let's try going left this time. Good fellas. Huh? This is very different. Here we are. What's this? Blue cloth. It's a bit of
This
water
material
mage.
looks familiar.
Yeah,
If I'm right, Shireen has been making house calls.
that's what you want to call it.
I can understand why she kept that from me, but doesn't she realize Brashem would be compromised if she were caught coming here? Then again, what is it they say about love?
What do they say about love, Dark? All right, do we have any? I think we have like half of that potion, right? Subdued wasps. Thought we had half of a potion. The screaming tree sap. All right, here we go. Found it. How about that? Expect Baba Yaga to come popping out here. Goo. Odds and ends. I didn't mean to. What?
Brashem, I presume?
What do you want, boy?
Three
Fire
of Lord
mages do like
Beguile's
their
envoys have been murdered,
facial hair.
and there has been an attack on the Flytarian air.
And you think it was me?
Well,
Making this guy all violent and creepy
go on
to make
then,
it seem
speak
like it's him.
quickly.
It's misdirection. So,
They did not meet their end at my hand, and I care nothing for your opinion on the matter.
I believe you. We just need some.
You know who I am, so you must know why I'm here. Stop wasting my time.
Man, she even
And
hit
be
the
thankful I'm
spit
one
roast
you
here.
found out here. Were it Pyres,
That's true.
this is my home and has been for many years. Too many to count your age against. They leave me be, and I them for the most part.
Is that what you got cooking right there?
For your frivolous initiation, I take it? Sounds like something the masters would concoct. You may be out of luck, though. The Redcaps have been busy. They have no regard for what they perceive as lesser creatures, so I don't mind returning the favor. Your trials are irrelevant to me.
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
Speak poorly of
No,
her,
she's
and I
nice.
will roast you from the inside
She's a lovely
out.
woman.
Were it not for Shireen, I would be rotting in one of the High Master's dungeons, or dead. Do not think I'd grant you as many choices.
I have reason to believe a fire mage attacked the Flytarian
Was
air.
it you? What is he gonna
Was it
say,
you?
Dark?
I have no love for those creatures, but that's no proof I have harmed one. Did we plan to divide ourselves from the fold? Yes. Do I regret it? Not for a moment. The mages have embraced passivity. In time, it will prove our downfall.
Definitely delivered that line in a different environment.
There was a time when we were a force greater than any this world has ever seen. We may have been brazen in the old days, even brutal, yet there was order. No mage would dare attempt what you suspect me of. The Nogs feared us, but we ensured their safety and prevented
Shireen yelled at
them
me when
from
I said the
mistakes.
N-word.
Now they resent us for it.
They do
Very
not
different.
understand our abilities.
Of course not. Nor do they comprehend how easily they can be led into the trap of progress. Ungrateful vermin, every one of them. Do not think for a moment that there aren't those that will again try to pull humanity to the brink of elemental destruction. When that happens, you can be sure even our kind will not be spared. The elements shall respond as before, only this time they will take all of Eliwald's children with them.
You seem certain of that.
I know my element, boy. Far better than a mere initiate could hope to.
I killed the priestess.
You want me to list names? They would do you
named
no good.
names.
Most would have left Ignor after their interrogation. Only one or two stayed behind.
Who are they?
Yeah.
From what I hear, let's just say they are in a competition of sorts for the position of Fire Master.
So Varney and the other guy, I knew it.
Varner.
Fillet him.
And fillet him?
Fillet him good.
Shared history isn't always beneficial.
That's true. Oh, they got it on each other, though, so.
Don't trust me yet? Perhaps you are not the imbecile I took you for. You want proof of my guilt or innocence? Find it if you can. Touch the wrong thing.
I was about to look
and
through
you
your
will
stuff
leave this
over here,
world an ashen cloud.
I was about to check out his little stash. Odds and ends. Oh, stand by. Oh, there you go. His conductor's right here.
Brashem still has his stylized conductor.
Well,
the one I found on the dead envoy.
I mean, he could have bought this at any
belongs
flea
to
market.
someone else. All the same.
It's like the imitation
So,
bird.
boy,
Sanford and
your
Son had one of those.
conclusion?
That conductor might be yours. It could also belong to someone from your old group. I need more evidence.
A second spark of intelligence. Here's an idea. Try asking the victim I allegedly attacked.
Yeah, why didn't
See what he remembers.
we do that already?
Believe me, believe it or not, I have better things to do.
I don't believe it, but
Run.
you're just hiding.
What?
I said run.
All right. I wonder if he'll burn me to death if I hang around, but anyway. To the Flytarian. Hey, let's go check him as Falc one last time. Presumably one last time. I thought we were done.
Can you take...
Look, we don't have access to all the areas we had anymore. Interesting. I've never been more friendly with these people, and yet all the privileges are mostly rescinded here. All right, Falc, what can you tell me about your attack? Didn't seem like you remembered too much.
I have been trying to remember. As I made my pass over the town, I thought I saw
I
something
knew he
shiny
swooped down,
just
and
beyond
they
its
thought he
walls.
saw more than
I
he was
swooped
supposed
lower
to.
get a better look. That is when I was struck by the airborne
But
flame.
he doesn't even know what he saw. Unless...
It was glinting in the sunlight. At first, I thought it was a human tool, but it was sparkling too. How could I resist?
he's still like half
I have
bird.
not
Yeah,
seen
he's not
anything
going to
like
pass
that
up a
near the
shiny
town before.
object.
Before? You led me to believe it was your first flight over Ignor.
Lying,
Please
dirty
don't tell my
bird
father.
person.
Forgiveness is not one of his strengths. I commenced my secret visits many months ago. At first, they were occasional and very brief.
You're not like saying
Later,
Anna
as I gained
Kendrick, are you?
confidence, my forays became more frequent. Early mornings were best, before the valley came to life. Soon, I found myself craving the freedom. And why shouldn't I? I love Flytaria, but a home one never leaves, however beautiful, is no better than a cage.
Yeah.
This desire is my inheritance, the price I pay for being my father's son. I saw it the instant before it hit my leg. just as the flame seemed to leap across my wing. Now that I think about it, I recall seeing a shape on the ground, a figure. It was crouched between two bushes, as if hiding. I am fairly certain the flame came from that direction. I do not Wait, there was something.
Wait, it was Werner.
As I saw the glint, the figure raised an arm,
Varner.
and a robed sleeve fell back. I glimpsed a mark on its right wrist, a scar in the shape of an eye.
I can't believe you were able to see
His name is
anything at
Varner
all.
McHale. I'll
We
tell you
Flightarians
his
have
exact
exceptional
address.
eyesight. I
His
just
social
wish I
security
could be
number
more
is.
precise. But then
So I'll come back to
I
him now.
was falling out of the sky not long after.
That's true. All right.
Drop by again soon.
Thank you, Falc. Oh, we leveled up. Hell yeah. Always 4 points. Just, I want that strength, you know? More damage, faster fights. Okay. That might be as far as we can take everything here. Let's head back to the tower and finally turn in this quest. I don't know how much more of the 24 hours we have, but one to go. Hallowed Hall.
You have succeeded a second time, Initiate
Pirates look
Dark.
so
It is
bored.
evident that your mentor's faith was not misplaced.
Your compassion and diplomacy
mentor is
will hold
misplaced,
you
though.
in good stead with the Flightarians for many years to come.
The griffin's egg, as precious and sacred as that which Mother did, will be returned to its keepers at the conclusion of your trial. Care for it well.
We just freaked it out for
It is time to
nothing.
look to the forest where your most difficult and dangerous task lies waiting. Let your element guide
Knew
you.
it was going to be in the forest. It all comes to head in the forest. To a head, even. Meanwhile, in the tavern's back room. There's that guy again. Do you always dress like that?
I came like you asked, Pug. What is this
That's
all
clearly
about?
the guy that burned Falc.
I wanted to introduce you. This is... Names are not important at this
So
time.
weird, the change,
sir.
it's so jarring.
Have a
The
drink.
change in animation.
What is this then? Want to know how real men have a good time? Ah! The ale's boiling!
The fire mage.
Ooh, so it is. Let me pour you another. A good time, you say? I would think you've more pressing priorities. Such a regrettable history deserves recompense. Do you not think?
What do you know about me?
Only what your friend Pug here has said.
Pug? He wants to help. Yeah? Help?
You are an opportunistic man, Fend. One
Hawkain
who has
Fend.
lost much to the likes of Igenor's lord. As you seek in vain to recover a life taken from you, the gambler in you senses his chance. Change rises like smoke from a smoldering ruin. Tell me, how much would you risk for a change, say, of occupancy in the Lord's mansion?
Ha! Talk is fine, but it makes no difference. The king chooses his lords.
Such choices can be reneged, especially when said lords become unpopular.
Has that Pyrace's voice?
Have you not heard the rumors?
About Maguile making friends with those forest cretins? Sounds like something he'd do. Risk his people's lives by letting those things in town.
Goblins?
Just to get hold of whatever they've got stashed away.
Greed is among your kind's greatest traits.
And I hear he's planning to sever ties with the mountain folk. Who will protect us then? Not you mages, that's for sure.
Ah, but like yourself, I have a greater interest. Revolution.
Baseball card.
What's in it for you?
let us say, personal satisfaction. Accept this as a show of good faith.
A second beer. Oh, money. Nice.
We have a deal in the interest of change.
He just looks like a child.
That's a lot of change.
That's a lot of change.
Sure, why not?
Is his hand gonna be really hot? Alright, and then back to the normal style of animation.
It's getting late, and I still need to collect that trinicorn horn from the forest and return to the tower before sunrise.
Ooh, nighttime?
Time to revisit the sphere of knowledge.
Night folds upon the valley like a blanket, or whatever they said in King's Quest IV. Let's save. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and comment on this video, and click subscribe if you haven't already, as this seriously helps me to keep making great content for you.